awards. Our third finalist is Lase-X, so please welcome Carlton Brule to the stage.
Thanks, Lisa. It's great to be here with the New Hampshire tech community. I'm Carlton Brule, founder and CEO of Lase-X, and I spent most of my career as an engineer at Panasonic, working on laser processing and advanced manufacturing. It was there that a colleague and friend came to me with a problem. His name was Kimmy, an aerospace quality engineer, and he complained endlessly about the traceability requirements of the turbine blades his company was manufacturing. The problem he brought to me was twofold. First, the tool he was using to serialize parts was unreliable, often breaking or imprinting bad serial numbers on his expensive parts, causing them to be scrapped. Second, the paperwork on the shop floor was the bane of his existence. If his serializing tool was working, his parts were missing their associated paperwork, breaking the chain of custody, and again, forcing him to scrap his expensive jet turbine blades. Kimmy was interested in laser marking because it was a non-contacting process, meaning no more broken tools, solving at least one of his problems. However, again, his problem was twofold. First, the laser machine he wanted would add an additional step in his part production process, and second, convincing his boss that he needed a new expensive piece of capital equipment on the shop floor. So let's step back and take a 30,000-foot view on this problem. Boeing 737 has over 6 million individual parts. Most of these parts are cut in a CNC machine, the backbone of modern manufacturing. These machines take raw material and transform it into precision parts, which leads to our core problem: paperwork. When a part comes out of a CNC, it enters a world of manual tracking: paper travelers, labels, signatures, and handwritten logs. If that paperwork is lost, incomplete, or incorrect, even by accident, the part becomes untraceable, and untraceable means scrapped. Anyone remember the Boeing and Airbus incident where falsified paperwork allowed unapproved parts into GE jet engines and grounded hundreds of aircraft worldwide? Here's our solution to that. Our first product, the first machine tool capable of laser marking inside of a CNC. It's battery-powered and wirelessly controlled. We call it the Laser Marking Tool, or LMT. Packaged as a native CNC tool, it integrates seamlessly, enabling laser processing capabilities within existing capital equipment. By enabling laser marking within the CNC machine, we can solve the root of this problem: outdated process control. Now, a part can be cut and marked with a unique digital identifier in the same machine and in the same process. The part's unique digital identity, or digital passport, contains quality information, design data, inspection results, and certification history. As the part moves through manufacturing and the supply chain, its record moves with it automatically. The part itself becomes a trusted source of truth across suppliers, OEMs, and regulators, eliminating the need for paperwork. So let's come back down to earth and look at that Boeing 737 again. Its millions of parts are sourced from thousands of suppliers, each under strict compliance requirements. Every component must be verified and documented to maintain compliance and chain of custody. If even one non-compliant part slips through, it's not just expensive, it can be fatal. Traditional documentation and tracking methods don't easily scale to that complexity, leaving room for things like the Boeing and Airbus incident. But with Lase-X's digital passport, all stakeholders are keyed in to the supply chain in real time. From the contract manufacturer and assembler to the OEM conducting the project, everyone has access to information about the part without needing any paperwork. Stakeholders are keyed in to the supply chain in real time. From the contract manufacturer and assembler to the OEM conducting the project, everyone has access to information about the part without needing any paperwork. To make the digital passport possible, we need to connect each part to its identity at the moment it's made. That's where in-process laser marking comes in. The Lase-X LMT marks a permanent, precise, and data-dense encrypted identifier onto the part while it's still in the CNC machine. The power of doing this in process is that traceability now happens at the same step as manufacturing, meaning the part can be tracked from its point of origin. No extra setups, no manual tracking, no chance for error, just a seamless, automated workflow. Our product transforms the manufacturing step into a core data generation process. Every part is now born digital. Its identity created the moment that it's made. Looking ahead, this is where we're going, a fully digitized supply chain. Every part carries its own digital identity, verified in real time, and connected through the digital thread. Design, production, and service all share the same trusted data, closing the loop between the physical and digital worlds. Audits become instant, maintenance becomes predictive, demand planning is automated and can be updated in real time. Supply chains become transparent, resilient, and self-correcting. In this future, Kimi's solutions no longer turn into twofold problems. Our technology is protected under 2 utility patents and has been developed by our founding team. We're engaged with industry leaders on co-development projects and have strategic partners demonstrating use cases at TRL-7 in both nuclear and aerospace industries. We also passed our first revenue milestone last month. I lead the company's vision and strategy. Dr. Simbing Liu developed our core laser technology. Theo supports our go-to-market efforts and leads communications, and James leads engineering and sales. At the center of everything is our product, the hardware that makes the vision of digital traceability real. The LMT doesn't just improve marking, it redefines how information flows through production. Every laser mark becomes a node in a larger system of traceability and intelligence, connecting shop floor operations to enterprise-level insight. With the Lase-X laser marking tool, process control becomes intelligent collaboration, and the part truly becomes the paperwork. Thank you.